Hey, so today I'll be doing a VOD review of Damwon versus ESC Esports Connected on Icebox. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe. I got kids, bro. I got kids. Thanks to Achilios for casting this. He's the only one who actually posts these, so it's kind of hard to find VODs. If you look online, you won't find any, so this is probably the closest you can get to it, so let's get into it.
And I think he's been able to shift into his new role really well.
Up.
So
once they set in.
Yeah, okay, we've got to pause because one of the players' mics stopped working.
It looks like they're all gonna...
Oh no.
I guess they're gonna have a pause, but it looks like they're all gonna stack B. I mean A, I'm sorry, and then Viper's gonna solo B. So that's interesting. They have a chamber trap here, so but I don't know. That seems kind of sketch. Looks like they're gonna play it out though. So let's see.
Able to study for a while because my tutor actually got COVID recently.
Oh no. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, look, he's got his double vaccination. He's boosted, so he's having fairly mild symptoms. But
that's good.
Obviously, we haven't been able to meet up.
Your Korean teachers are really nice.
As you see, the Sova drone came out. They've already rotated though, so they move pretty fast.
Guy, so good to hear that.
Yeah. Oh. See around the side, Simba. He knows. And there it is. Nice kill.
Good luck for Viper.
It's a lot of firepower gone.
Right back to where we were yesterday.
Esperanza finding one from over at Snowman. Sends up the shock dart, trying to keep them back away from the spike, and actually tags the hell out of King there. See intro waiting.
He might get caught by chamber.
Trying to outlurk against Zumba.
All right.
Not being able to get that plant
down
down is
huge.
huge.
He's gonna go up.
Yep, and there he is. Great creep forward.
Carson
finds the shot as Zhonghai and Texture just look to hold things down. And Damwon go ahead and get yet another good start here. Who do I think will be top 3 in Korea this year? Probably DR. I mean, it might be the teams that we just looked at. Like, I think it could very well be DRX in first, Damwon in second, and then ESC in third. It just depends on how these other teams that are looking to qualify through decide to perform. Can, you know, like WGS final.
I'm gonna point this out once. This Viper wall, if you see it, the line that it cuts, it's pretty legit. So it kind of traps them back there. They get this area, but as soon as they step foot out, they get kind of wrecked. So they don't really gain anywhere. It's pretty good. I like it. Nats does a different one, but they also add a chamber trap, as you can see there. So, and I don't know the rest of the setup.
Finally find some stability in their play and some consistency. Because they've always been a team that, like, could very well be
it also got the upper part,
you know, near the upper echelon.
The alley.
But has never really been able to break through into that because they are
really
so damn inconsistent.
Can we just talk about TS's crosshair for a second? What in the world is this? this chunky boy.
Thick boy crosshair. Nice shot there from XC. Trades it back here on the A site. Shot off from God Dead. That's going to lead to the Lear. And the peek. And what a snap. Sexy XC dancing around. Sees DS there at the top. Somebody said audio delayed. Is it? No one else has said anything.
I don't know.
Right here.
Why no Sage? I think some people are prioritizing certain things over the Sage, whether it be the Reyna, typically is what you're going to see.
Keep watching, XC.
Traded out. How about reading?
It's the chamber. The chamber's just better. His traps are probably the best in the game. And yeah. Sage Wall's good, but it's not enough to counter that, so it's a new meta with chamber now. And he gives the best eco and everything else.
In Korean, yeah.
The safe pick.
Reading Korean
and dominant.
is very easy.
Good.
anybody who wants to read Korean, you can learn how to do it in like 45 minutes to an hour. You might not understand anything, but you'll know how to read words.
Okay, so we can go through their situation, how they played it out.
It could very well RX in first, Damwon in second, and then ESC in third. It just depends on how these other teams that are looking to qualify through decide to perform. Can, you know, like WGS finally find some stability in their...
So, that's their starting setup. It looks like he's on top of rafters, or under. He's on top of rafters. They're probably all on top of rafters. And Jet's on top because Jet's a Jet. If you're not playing on top of something from a higher angle on Jet, you're not playing well, in my opinion. So that's what they have going on here, here, and here. Chambers watching mid. He's peeking over that little bots thing to mid. They have a chamber going as well. Reyna, Jet. No, Reyna, Silva, and Jet. They're pushing there. They're going A. Viper's going B. She threw up a counter wall, so which means they have no smokes really when they push A. Or mid. Maybe Viper could throw a smoke from here to hit there. I don't know if you guys have seen that. That's a pretty good lineup. I think Nats does that. And yeah, I don't know. It looks bad for ESC. I don't see them winning this one. Just from the fact that Viper used his wall there. And they're not playing to it.
Play and some consistency. Because they've always been a team that like could very
you guys
well
saw
be
that wall,
in,
right?
you know, near the upper echelon.
OP.
But has never really been able to break through into that because they are so damn inconsistent.
Can we just talk about TS's crosshair for a second? What
yeah.
in the world is this?
This
chunk.
So, yeah, they're just getting shot down because they don't have anywhere to get rid of all those angles. So they're literally just scouting them now. Like, look, think. Yeah, I mean it's just and he's trolling them. He's fucking trolling them, man. All right, we can skip to it. So, Jet bought an op. Looks like we missed a lot. Let me go back a little bit more. Okay, so bit of a different setup. They're actually they realized they're like, all right, we need to actually utilize our Viper wall. So we just got wrecked without it. So let's go B with Viper wall. It looks like Damwon Kia read this, so they responded with Chamber actually playing here. He usually plays mid on top of boxes. They usually play heavy on A. This time they decided that they're gonna most likely go B or mid. So if you go mid, you're pretty much gonna go B, or you're just gonna dominate mid. So they decide to do the opposite. Chambers A, and they have a trap here, 2 traps. So pretty good.
Yeah, he put together like a team of like
they're catching Jet Lurk already.
And the scholars to make the language because he wanted everyone to, because like at the time, right, it was all the Chinese characters and they wanted an easier language so everyone could learn to read and write.
And that's a normal.
That is a man for
wall.
The people.
Well, little smoke screen. A lot of people do that. It's a one-way. Catch you off.
Texture. Yep, I was gonna say that's an operator.
Very nice.
So
that's a very aggressive operator play.
Not aiming for the head, just go for the center mass.
And you see how he's playing around the trap there. Always, right? So he planned to get a pick, dash back, play with the trap, probably run back to boxes. I would say. I haven't seen this game.
In the meantime, XC still just going to be standing by, holds on to the Marshall from the last round,
Doesn't do it.
using it.
He goes in.
Goes out a leer because he suspects that they're going to be creeping forward, but they're not far enough to even be blinded by that yet.
I think it might have been called that they ran.
He's so good, man. It's another interesting matchup, like XE versus TS. Yeah. Not good.
Oof.
Yep.
30 seconds left.
One up
Oof.
top. There's King. Finding a nice shot. Texture. Trying to watch over towards screen side. No one's going to be playing there, though.
Also, King on the Reyna. Can we talk about that for a second? Like, what?
Very good point.
Like, not Killjoy?
Kind of flew under the radar on that one. I was so excited by intro on Chamber. Speaking of which, he's looking to make his way in behind. Bazzi blocking the angle.
Okay, we can take stock. So Bazzi got wrecked. Yeah, just better swing probably. I don't know. He might not even been looking. It looks like it was a. He's on the ground, bro. He got skunked, dog. He got skunked. They're already on site. How that happened? Okay, never mind. I'm tripping. Bazzi is actually on the other side, so he was holding flank. The two pushed on site. Viper and Reyna. Yeah, it's over though. Damwon Kia definitely wins this round.
Angle, but intro wins out on the exchange. King up front, looks for texture, but he manages to scope in fast enough to get that kill. But Zumba capitalizes. Bit of a whiff here from Zhonghai. Now needs to push the corner, and Zumba does not lose those.
No, he
doesn't.
doesn't.
The elimination will recover the operator, and runs out of there with it in hand. So 2-1. Not necessarily the unexpected start here, as it is the rifle purchase round there for ESC. But money is not great for Damwon.
Yeah, Viper's Pit, though, for...
I think they should play mid. I know the op's there, but you could just smoke it out with Viper. Or Sova Drone, Sova Dart, in my opinion. But instead they're going to go A. And it looks like Damwon Kia has read this, so we'll see what ESC does.
For Zumba off of that, 3K as well, so let's see what they want to do. Zumba's just been an absolute phenom on this Viper on Icebox so far.
100%.
From what we've seen. His lurks have been great, his clutches have been great. Early snake bite off the rip. Try to see if he can find anything, and look at Texture takes a bunch of damage going for that.
Oh, Esperanza does manage to answer one back. Ooh, drops down.
Okay, that was sick. That was sick. But let's talk about what Jet just did. She threw her smoke and then got the the orb. So that's a common strat. People do that on Haven as well, long, on both sides of the map. So
It manages to stabilize.
Yikes!
It gets the shot on the King. Really nice. Check forward, they spot one. They'll know that the operator is still very much in the hands here of ESC.
But somebody in chat typed out reading Korean is easy in Hangul, but not in actual Konglish. Kind of hilarious. Yes.
Thank you, DRX, for being understanding. We love you, and we wish you the best in your match.
We really love you guys. No, we really appreciate it. We want to cover you guys as much as we can, but we have a feeling we'll be seeing a lot of you this stage.
You know, it's a rough start when the classic starts coming out. We'll swap over the Vandal. See if Bazzi can make this happen. There's that elbow side. Moves forward. ESC stands for Esports Connected. He gets the one shot, and Zhonghai swings out. He will manage to take it. It's yet again very costly rounds, but the operator will at least be retained here for Damwon as they keep.
Zhonghai just had the better angle. It was good though. From who's that? Is that Bazzi or Zumba?
Themselves up 2 rounds over top of ESC, but
God, what a flick!
I mean, this is what we wanted, was some really tight-knit rounds with teams just kind of limping away from each other, resetting. And that is certainly what we're getting. I think I'm gonna order McDonald's today.
McDonald's, the Maccas.
McDonald's. I don't eat that. Hell no.
Wait, do they have spicy nuggets?
I don't know.
Looks like they have spicy nuggets.
Alright, so they're going back B. Again, I think they should go mid. There is nothing there. Just a little Sova. He's a non-factor. he's just gonna drone and run away. You can smoke him out with Viper, but I don't know. Anyway, they have a trap there, so that's about it. And then, you know, with the trap, you can just there after you get rid of that, you can just kind of take all this, right? Like, look, they have a trap here, but that's about it. You can even go, was that A? So, but instead they're gonna push B. Not looking good. Viper chamber already there. No traps though, so we'll see. They are using Silver Drone, but Viper's watching lurk. So
They do.
it's not gonna be
must be
a
new.
push.
Wendy's been doing that for ages. All right.
I did not know about that. That's new. TS,
We
tour
don't
de
have
force.
Wendy's here, so yeah,
Yeah, we do not.
Force is out. Zhonghai just getting crept up here alongside the box. As they move up, TS, oh, he's jumping right over top of him. Gets the first shot. It's down, but it's two he's got to deal with, but he gets a spray transfer. A third one comes around the side. And
That
TS
was
above does get
amazing.
the shot.
Oh my god.
I have the spike.
Dart out. Now they'll look to
see a
still
lot-
play forward here.
A lot of people would pretty much just rush out, right? He actually just waited for it to time out. That was amazing. I'm guessing, I don't play Viper, and I don't really know that much about that kind of animation, but I'm guessing that you might see them first. Just because you were actually in it.
Make this a
left.
problem.
You know when it's
There's
gonna drop.
you know, waiting for the toxic screen from
That might be
Zumba.
it.
Shock dart out in the front. He's gonna get two. King
Spike
steps
planted.
right into it.
If he just sent that second dart out, he could have had a double kill or at least gotten the planter. Doesn't do it, but does a hell of a lot of damage and really sets him up. I mean, now that is, you know, King very heavily going to be reliant on getting.
So now they have the post plant. It's gonna be hard for them to deal with that, especially with Reyna playing off the two traps. So yeah, we'll see. That's pretty rough. I don't know how they intend to beat that, because you have to kind of push it, or else she's gonna play post plant, and Reyna can just rotate. But we'll see.
A kill or assist here. He's going to try to flank around. Timing, if he could get there right now, would be massive, but they might not give the opportunity. As Esperanza gets that shot. King coming through. First op shot not going to connect, but Esperanza knows that he can just stick this. And there is the closeout. All right, let's get these
They kind of trolled.
UIs, the team names updated.
Chamber shouldn't have peeked.
I'll let you handle that. I mean, Esperanza looking really good. That's not surprising. I mean, again, you know, when we saw F4Q last year, you know, it was obviously kind of the bunny show. But I mean, Zumba and Esperanza, right? Like, were again another kind of interesting duo. But Esperanza.
Okay, they're going towards mid now. But Damwon has adjusted their strategy. They're in their heads. Man, they're really in their heads. So they have two mid now. I wonder where Chamber. Okay, Chamber threw a trap there.
Widely regarded as one of the best Sovas in Korea. I mean, a really stellar player in his own right.
Yeah, I mean, the guy he's just always
They're
been
slow walking down, man.
super top notch from the moment that he, you know, went onto that
my
that
God.
F4Q roster, was able to really help.
Did you?
Yes.
You know, turn them in from that meme stream team into, you know, being
Wow,
a bit
they're
more
playing
legitimate
well,
there.
man.
The dream team.
You know, with their combined efforts
They are
of
good.
improvement.
Damwon is good.
Esperanza was absolutely a huge
Hold
part
up.
of that. I you know, did highly rate him as being one of the best Sovas in Korea. I think the only one that I probably would have put above him would have been Lakia, but that's obviously, that ship has sailed.
Yeah, we've had a few players make their way over to Japan. Solo and, or not Solo, excuse me, Solo's coaching here. Allow and suggest.
That's kill. Zumba down. Spike gets
Spike
dropped to the back of the
down A.
site. Now has to be
Wow,
picked
they're
up by
losing
King.
players to Japan.
Rotated into position,
That's
but a nice
different.
Hunter's Fury gives the man advantage
At
back
least
over to the side of Damwon.
comparatively, the league.
And it's all on King now.
I think most people
Try to
went
clutch
to
this
China.
out.
NA or Europe.
And needs to pull back.
Oh, he got spotted anyway.
Yeah.
They clipped his elbow.
Yeah, and there you go. Dexter has the finish, and this will just end up being another round for the side of Damwon. Really strong start for them here on the defense.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of good positioning here. I mean, you got the Hunter's Fury ready to delay the plane.
Not gonna lie, it was
Just nuts with the
that
operator.
double slow walk mid with the op.
One of the best jets.
That got them a great pick at the start of the game, so
He's right up there with Han or
that was
Gardner or
nice.
anybody.
That was really nice, man.
I might even put
I don't know what they're gonna do now. They don't even know. Look, they're just sitting in spawn.
Han's nuts. I don't know. It's so
What
hard to
the?
say for
Did
sure.
y'all see that?
Buzz
Yeah.
used to be really damn good too, but yeah, he can.
Not looking good, man.
Be really crazy.
Yeah, Han can be. Han can be a little hit or miss sometimes.
Yeah.
So he points it at the top of snow
But they don't
to
have
get
a
that
10-pack
angle.
for spicy nuggets, maybe too.
Dude, you have to go to the store to get the 10-pack. It's bogus.
No, I can get
Jets
it on the
pushing
for
A.
normal nug.
So they decide to push A. This Viper wall is interesting. I like it because it cuts that part off. You can free peek that as a jet. That seems pretty solid. Unfortunately, they're all huddled up in this fucking nest. These guys are crazy, man. What the fuck?
Really?
Yeah.
They got rid of the McDonald's that's close to me. They got rid of the 10-pack for the regular nugs. It's bullshit.
Fucking
Oh,
get destroyed. It's, oh my god.
Fozzie just
Okay.
wanted shit.
I was like, oh, we should look at the Blade Storm, but no, apparently I should be looking at the Sova with a Marshall.
Esperanza, nice shot.
Spike planted.
Out of chat.
Intro.
Oh, Zumba.
Oh, he's just rushing for it, and he gets him. How much damage did he take, though?
Last
The
player
decay.
standing.
Gonna go ahead and pull off. It's 63 HP remaining for him. He's got to try to kill 3. Oh, there's the close peek. TS has the shot. A great opening there from Bazzi. Finding 3. Sideshow!
Yay.
Whoa! My man.
Thank you. Thank you, Sideshow.
Thank you for the raiding party. There is a delay.
PP tag.
Yeah, there's like a minute and a half delay, just so you guys know.
What's that mean? PP tag. With the pause.
Thank you so much, Sideshow. Appreciate it. Hope you stick around to watch a little bit, as we do have a fairly hype matchup, and you can see my god-awful observer.
Something I've noticed in Korea, every time Jet ults, they have support for it. It probably happens in other regions too. I just only watch Korean games. But anytime Jet goes out, they have some type of support. It's just how it goes. You don't peak solo Jet, right? Like most people when they play Jet, a lot of people in low elo, they try to be Superman. I'm gonna kill everybody. But nah, it's like by themselves. You know, you should play with the team.
Bait from the egg.
Yep.
And
Eggshell.
ensures
Hey,
your
I'm
success.
right there with him. I'm also an Eggman.
This is very true. He's won by choice.
Yeah, that's true. I am not one by choice. I didn't get
shot down.
I didn't get a choice in the matter.
Oh, he left.
Unless I
Sova
wanted to have a
literally
really
just
sweet
missed
comb
him.
over,
Oh my god.
which I don't.
He has to drone for them. So, you see, he literally, like, they're like, all right, we're gonna push. So he ran up here. I don't know the timing. I wonder where on the mini map you decide that at. But he ran up here and then just instantly drones. That is a terrible drawing. Runs up here and drones there forward. So let's see the path he takes with the drone. You can watch it on the mini map. It's that little arrow. It also has its own FOV. You can see it. Reyna's already on top of boxes. Jet's playing back under. It looks like Sova's playing inside nest again. So the Reyna lurk's not gonna catch anyone. This is good from ESC. I think they take this side, but they lose Viper. She's dead. There's no one. Well, there might be a way if she catches Reyna off the trap, but yeah.
Zumba, dude. Zumba in a really precarious position here.
God dead. No winding forward, just around the corners. Esperanza manages to find one.
Always dash into smoke.
Tucks back into the smoke. Spike does
Always.
go down as Zuba gets an elimination, taking out Exy.
Defuse the spike.
Yeah.
That's huge. The Zumba gets out of there, now they have the post plant with the snake bites.
They know where
Those are
Esperanza is
top.
at. Okay. They would have loved to have just really pushed him there in that moment, but they're not going to be able to do so.
That seemed really crazy what he did, but he pinged a bomb for his team, so it showed up on the menu. So they knew where it was planted.
As the darts come out, but it's
the
too
little
late.
things.
The defuse will go through, and he gets quite a bit of damage in on Esperanza, but it's not the finish that they were looking for. Just like that, Damwon just kind of take it away from him. The timeout will be called as ESC will try to gather their thoughts together.
Yeah, I thought that was looking pretty.
Oiled up photos of your scalp.
Oh no, that would actually be even better.
You don't need to take the timeout.
That's half tempting to do.
Yeah, you know, at least I'd say at least 10 people would buy that just to see.
Yeah, I think I could make a few bucks off of that.
Bonne chance, mes amis.
ESC took the site, but
All right,
they
well,
lost the
ESC
post-plant fight.
Not having a good go of it in this first half.
Not yet. Well, Exy,
No. Oop,
gonna
okay.
have to drop down off that position. God Dead getting himself moved over to pipes. As rotation starts coming back around, we'll see Esperanza join back in through screens. That's going to be the Empress pop here. As Esperanza finds the opening kill, sends out a dart. We'll stop the plant. Simba tries to get that spike on the ground. TS creeping forward around the back site. Spots one, but trigger discipline not really there. And all of a sudden, it's all on Bazzi.
Look how tightly they hold sites. They were literally holding right here, right there, that area. They give up all this crap. They don't care. They're gonna hold here until the rest of the team gets there.
And they make him choose. They give him a 50-50 split vertically. And he can't get the flick onto either. Fast hit, fast to retake, flawless round. As this is going to be 7-2. They're going to move forward, make sure they recover the operator. See that going to the hands of Texture there right at the end. The defuse comes in. And
it looks like Achilios and them are bouncing around games because there's just, I don't know how it's being casted. I literally have no idea, but they can only get like one game at a time. So we couldn't see game one, but this is game two.
It can be a pretty swingy map, right? Like a 9-3 half. I think this is one of the maps that kind of has generated the 9-3 curse because it can be, depending on what agents are brought, really just heavily favored one way or another. You know, defender side or attacker side, just kind of depending on what people are doing. And right now, very defender sided. Yeah, no Sage is probably a part of that to give you those walls to really secure those plants.
See, I mean, the buy is not great. Zimba trying to force in with this. Esperanza manages to take out two. Go of it. That'd be a real damn shame.
Okay. Let's see what this is looking like. On A side now, ESC is gonna fast push it over and over. They seem kind of lost, man. And honestly, I think they should save their drone, but this time, Damwon decides to play up. So if you save your drone now they're gonna catch you on those closer angles. So they're just very aware of what they're doing and adapting every round.
Shame if this ends up being a 2-0.
It's really amazing to watch. They're pushing now. They're pushing. Look at that.
We'll have to just wait and see. Aggressive push here. Intro moves up, gets punished. That's gun on the ground, but Esperanza manages to take out two before he himself falls.
Not bad.
They make this a 3v3, but low HP on Zimba from five bullets. Might as well be dead, and Zhonghai now finds Bazzi. Chasing out. Will manage to get that elimination. There's the bounce on the orb. They'll just push in straight under tube. As Exy sticks around a little bit longer to make sure that they don't lurk here, but they should hear these footsteps sprinting in. And they do. The call will come through as Texture
Spike planted.
rushes through and will get that kill.
Nice section.
Well, all comes down to TS. Here's one. He gets the catch.
He's like, why is he lurking?
He's going to try to tee up on top of the tube. That's a half hold on the defuse. Texture goes back in. He's not faking it. The spray is not going to connect. No, it does. Okay, he stops it.
No, he
It's
didn't.
TS.
Very nice.
Oh, no, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
Oh no, he didn't. He didn't get
Oh
it.
my God!
Wow.
I thought he had it with a fraction of a second.
That was so
I
close.
like that.
Son
I
of
like
a
the
bitch.
idea. I like
Wow,
the
that was
idea
so
from
close.
TS, but Yeah, the smokes are good enough from Jet for half a plan.
Well,
that was the same. Pros don't fake, I guess. I love the Jet smoke too. It literally is the reason he survived. He got it half. Maybe he saved both smokes and he got it halfway. Because if you disarm, the smoke only lasts 3 seconds. It's not gonna cover the full time. But man, that was perfectly done. He got it half. So good, man.
Intro again.
So they're going back A. They're throwing the Sova drone out now because they're like, okay, these guys like to push. Let's go back to Sova droning. I think they should recon dart just because it recharges. That's my personal opinion based off how this round is going and what they have to fight with.
Back. Apologies for the botch. But we carry on. We'll spot one in main, one on pipes as they start rushing in onto the site yet again. Coming around the back. Oh, the lineup. He got the dink on a one. That's Zumba taken low. Hunter's Fury finishes off King. Gets the tag onto TS. So much value for Esperanza.
Yeah,
absolutely massive. And he knows he's like, yeah,
really
there's no way in hell TS has moved.
Oh my god, TS has no health.
Knocks him down. He's at like negative HP. He's at 1. He's literally at 1. This texture creeping along, but 1 HP is enough to get that kill when
Go ESC. Very nice.
Don't move. Stop
moving.
Oh,
no.
Now it's all on Zimba, who will die. Shanghai gets the kill. 9-2. Is this gonna be
man, that was really close from ESC.
Again on Icebox?
That was
what
really
is it with
close,
you and I in
bro.
casting 10-2 Iceboxes?
I don't know. Just this. I guess that's our curse for this particular stage. Esperanza's just doing everything right. I mean, the shots are great. The shock darts are good. Hunter's Fury follows up are good. I mean, intro there, I think might have got a double dink on that cross. I think he. I don't know if.
Potentially.
Video so grainy.
I don't know if King got
It's a
hit
stream of
before
a stream.
he came into the view of intro
Of a
there,
stream?
but
Of a stream.
yeah, Esperanza is just an absolute nuisance. Just
You want to play?
nothing they can do. And the intro really causes some problems.
Spots one, misses the shot though. Meantime, TS is taking out the teleporter and moves up right into Xy's line of sight. Takes the dismiss out, and it is just an absolute massacre. As he jumps up, starts taking some decay, he's hoping that he's covered and not seen right now, which seems like, well, he wasn't for the longest time.
That was true, man.
But
This is brutal.
Yeah.
This is pretty brutal. Damwon Kia is just firing on all
So
cylinders.
Damwon Kia on.
Just never really able to find any.
They're on offense now, so.
Trying the same things over and over again, not having much success. I'm still.
We'll see what they do. This is a different setup. Viper throws wall there. You see? I can't draw a straight line.
Even on the attacker's
Let's
side
try.
on Icebox,
That's all I got.
protection, but
So, let's see
getting to planting has been really
what they do.
Zumba's gotten there. He's either been shut down as he's planting or right after, or
Oh.
taking significant damage.
minor update.
the
Brimstone
Viper
has taken
lineup.
game 1 off of WGS.
Whoa.
So that's an interesting development. I think DRX just won their game because Zest.
I don't know if you guys know, but she threw that from here to there. Like on top of rafters. So now you can't peek rafters. So that area right there where he would normally die. Yeah. But fortunately for him, they already have a Viper screen, so not fortunately, because they can play off of it, so we'll see.
Added me to his friends list.
Chamber off. He's stacking, or it looks like they're gonna stack it on him.
As Zimba just, I mean, melted down through the wall, can't get out. Dart will get a little bit of damage in. As they just play forward, delaying, waiting for their moment to move up and get this plant. Texture just pushes it. Gets right in on top of them. 2 members left.
They play so geometrically,
on the side
bro.
of ESC.
Like, they were lined up.
As they don't spot anything.
I don't know, bro.
Texture
What
just
the
sits
hell?
back over here.
I don't think that's good.
No need to move.
Oh my god.
Enemy remaining.
Wow.
Oh no.
Wow.
Oh no.
30 seconds. As
30
Bazzi.
seconds left.
I mean, there's no real reason for him to poke out at all. They know that the spike is still down. Bazzi just needs to sit back and try to play for the counter here.
Recon dart will be up shortly.
Texture's actually creeping right around towards screens. They line up with each other, and Bazzi's got it. All right.
Loading angles, man.
That should get the ball rolling at least a little bit. We'll see if Damwon tries to go for a force.
On Reddit, they say you can't hold angles. I don't know if that's true, guys. It just proved it. He held the fuck out of that angle.
I mean, it'll just be a double Marshall.
Yeah.
Not a full buy. King is going for the Guardian.
Guardian, yeah.
I've been seeing this a lot more lately.
Guardian?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's great, you know, one tap headshot. It's a little bit wild. It's hard to control sometimes after that first shot, but you can get it done.
I think they actually increased the unscoped rate of fire on it, too.
Yeah.
To match when you're scoped in. Because they're like, well, that doesn't really make sense. Slow and steady does it here for Damwon is Zhonghai.
So, yeah. Like Achilios just said, slow walking. Down mid with the Viper throw. I didn't see where she threw it from, but I know you can throw it from here. You can also throw it from there to hit there. So she was able to sneak up there. Unfortunately, they have a chamber. Let's just get rid of all that. A chamber trap right here. Sova's most likely going to check that at some point. Or that. I don't know if anyone checks that after it hasn't been peaked. It might not be a good angle. But chamber, what is it? Jack is going to walk here. But they have a chamber trap here. So Reyna's going to lurk A. They're just playing default. It's just their default setup, but yeah. Second round, default. Creeps his way up. Nice shot from Goddead. Finds Texture over at green. Trap just going to be cleared. Keeping a lot of attention over towards the kitchen. That applies a lot of pressure, I think. Look, it forced a Sova draw. A bullet forced Sova utility.
Much space being given right now, although TS trying to press.
I think he's too free with his Sova drone.
I know they're into, but I mean, yeah.
So invaluable, man.
Clipped intros, little footsies. Bazzi trying to hold it down, but intro, I mean, that's the power of that chamber.
Good try, Bazzi.
Come out swinging.
I win again.
30 seconds
TS
left.
with the Spectre, still quite strong. Spike now being inched forward into the site. 25 seconds left. Cut across, XC. Playing with fire here, as King will shut him down, and Esperanza is in a close quarters battle. Will just get pinched, and it's a fairly clean win here for the side of ESC to keep it going, as they just doing some squats, get the leg workout in, you know.
The tactical crouching, yeah.
Yeah. It's not BM. It's exercise.
Gotta get that control button. Yeah.
Speaking of which,
Get that
posture
pinky
check,
workout.
everybody.
Ooh, yeah, mine's horrible.
Teleport's ready.
I have to observe, so I'm actually like sitting upright right now.
I'm like leaned over, like staring at my monitor.
I could technically do it, you know, put my desk into standing mode for this, but I think I might have to lower it a little bit just to be able to have easy access to the keyboard. So I'm like really leaning over it to make sure.
So they're all pushing A. Minus these two, but mainly they're gonna push A. That's what they're going for this time. They're not utilizing Viper Wall. It's looking good for ESC. I don't know. We'll see. But just based off the utility, maybe they expect someone to push, so they're gonna peek them. I know Chamber's expecting to push mid.
Sure that I can hit all the different buttons.
See what Sova does on Damwon.
ESC.
I want to see how they play it.
Yesterday, I want to double check they ran on Icebox yesterday because, yeah, they did have the Sage and the Killjoy yesterday, so it is.
It's not doing anything.
I mean, it was Goddead on the Sage, Botsy on the Jet.
He didn't use.
So I don't know.
utility.
ESC went with a very different composition. Yikes!
Great little one tap. Goddead. Oh, reading that he was gonna dismiss out, but now is darted. Oh.
The duelist just killed everybody. I mean,
It's to death.
Had a great round.
Open fire! Intro up over top. Here's the one tap. He gets one. Tailwind to the side, but they can just bang through the other wall, so Texture still kills him. I mean, it's nice that he manages to find one, denies the flawless round, but can't stop the round win. So 2 more to go. Timeout's going to be called now by Perry. Try to get ESC's head back in the game. As we see Damwon.
How else can we punish him?
Going B.
But
Jet Reyna A.
Chukai, congratulations on your match
one
win.
trap. They're not ready
Played
for
too
it.
well.
They're not in.
I don't know what his stats were, but he was top fragging for Vision Strikers basically on every map they played so far.
Some things
even
never
in the
change.
Sentinel role. Yeah. But just think about how scary that is. You move him off of a jet and he's still just destroying.
Yep.
Jeez.
Goddead.
They missed them.
Maybe
all.
unaware of how many people have shifted across behind yellow.
Yeah. He completely missed it. Out of our
The shoulder.
Good sober up.
Spotted out there. Esperanza overstepping just a bit too much. Tailwind forward and tailwind out. That's going to be the knives pulled here for Goddead as he looks to hold things down. Exy getting the snipe out of the sky. Has the heal, but he cannot take a dismiss fast enough to try to get out of there. TS will shut him down. 2 weapons retained.
I feel like the really good teams just use their Sova utility so well. It's so important, man. I mean, and the drone, you just can't waste it like that. Just dart more. It's back up. Has a respawn. It's your passive. Why not?
Leading to this map sort of being the way it is. I mean, with nobody having a Sage, planting is extremely difficult. And so you're just kind of relying on aim duels, and, you know, defender side is pretty stacked on this map for that. And
get out of my way.
Look at this push here from ESC, trying to get that teleport for TS to kind of try to find a pick on the belt there. Texture Blade Storm around the corner. They're going to take down the utility. Was that the other end of the teleporter for TS?
Potentially. I didn't actually get the check. I was seeing.
It was either that or one of the.
Trying to see when I ordered my food so I can estimate when it's going to arrive.
Oh. That was one of the trademarks or something that they took out. It was some kind of utility for the chamber.
God, has it really only been 17 minutes? Fucking hell. I'm starving.
Yeah, it takes a while.
Yeah, McDonald's is always really slow.
That's why you shouldn't eat that crap.
Zumba's wall is on the other side here, still playing off of it, just running. Oh god.
He's looking for him. Not going to be able to get the shot, and Bazzi does not get tagged. He actually manages to find 2 at the back of sight. But this is a full rotation over to B, but it's actually going to be a plant intended for A. TS is nearby. He'll hear these footsteps. Call comes in, and now they're going to look to swarm, but Esperanza on this flank could end up playing spoiler. Bazzi tags 1. It's a little bit of damage onto his teammate, but still manages to find his initial target. It all comes down to this. Push through the wall. Bazzi perfectly prepared for it. Finds 4 kills in the round. And they keep their heads above the water. 5 more to go to tie it up. Seems like this defender side, very beneficial here for both these squads.
Yeah, it just kind of feels like we're seeing the same stuff that we saw from Damwon and Key on their defenders half here. Just good positioning, you know, the Sova's shutting down, holding angles, getting the Hunter's Fury, denying plants. Yeah, it's just
That's true.
It's kind of what you would expect with these compositions, and
I don't know his name, but
you got to find some kind of magic here.
Yeah.
If you're on the attacker side, you got to dial up something special, something different. So far, we haven't seen anything that's really kind of out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Goddamn. Taking that shot from the forward spot here on site.
It's just hard with chamber.
Drops down.
Really.
As
It's like they said, no sage.
A little bit. Oh, thank heavens. My wife just handed me some coffee. I think we're saved.
Wife clutch.
You're gonna have to
Where's
find
my
some
wife?
kind of successful lurk or.
Can you
Ooh,
please
God, that was close.
bring me something else?
Trying to get the flick. Force the
You
tailwind
don't need to do
updraft
anything
out.
but live free and die hard, man.
Couple shots there from on belt. Out from intro. Looking for a target. Oh, barely saw the head, but Bazzi saw intros just a little bit better. Takes it off. Meanwhile, back over in mid. TES holds it down. Snaps right back in onto the site and almost gets caught by Texture, who will end up falling. And Exy, one taps, narrowly misses that headshot onto God Dead.
No one knows what to do.
I mean, this run back, it's starting to become a bit more of a reality here for the side of ESC.
With these comps.
This is what we wanted.
Yep. TS, Tour de Force. Yeah, you know, both of the Tour de Forces, both the Reinas with the Empresses, and there is the Viper's Pit now. This is a very crucial round. If you can get the pit down, that's kind of one of the win conditions. With the way these agent comps are on your attacker side, you don't have a lot of other abilities outside of just straight winning aim duels. And with the economy the way it is, that's difficult to bounce back from. Yep, TS is throwing that teleporter there. Okay, so that was a teleporter. He went all the way over to A a couple rounds ago. Trying to really separate it. Zumba playing into that cubby here. Ooh, that's a good spot.
God, they're just gonna back away. Exy gets himself slid up here pretty far forward. Does it go for the push? The drone gonna get cleared, and Zumba tucked away into the corner.
That was a great
Finds
drone.
that elimination. King gonna be able to rotate back. Take a look here. Zumba trying to snap up, get rid of the textures, unable to do so. Spike still not planted though. High gonna go ahead, throw down the pit as they lose their jet. Empress now gonna be popped as they move forward. Bazzi going to fall. It's a 2v1 or 3v1 now as it all comes down to just TS to try to stop the bleeding. If they can win this round, it'd be really good for them. But Esperanza says no. Has the flank. They'll get the plant money.
Yeah, I think that's the meta. You play very heavily with the defensive sided skills you have, like chamber trap, all that. So you win defense handedly, really. And on offense, you just rush orb on Viper.
Into their position.
You stack it on her.
You
stack orb on Viper, and Viper becomes your win condition for those rounds. Like, yeah, you don't win out many, but
all right, well,
you know, you go 12-7,
Dead is in nest with
13,
the operator.
8, whatever the hell they do.
Utility underneath him. Immediately just throwing out some of the
We'll see.
Viper utility. TS has used the Tour de Force to watch B, and that's going to be the counter. Viper spit from Zumba. Trying to get up there. Watch that recon dart fly by his face. And this is tough. This is tough for Damwon Kia.
Yeah.
Great Viper.
Still really heavily committing into the site right now. People haven't backed up. Just playing out of the pit, seeing if they can find anything. Intro trying to see if someone's going to wrap around from behind. We still have TS set up here with the Tour de Force over on top of green. It seems like everybody's going to slink out of here and shift over into mid.
You're just kind of limited on your options. You don't, you know that Tour de Force is over there, so you're gonna have to try to come underneath the tube. You just don't have much cover. The toxic screen's over onto A. I don't know if King's gonna win that, but
he does.
Like, jeez.
He's just got to get the hell out of there, so can't stick around to try to devour. Does have one more left.
So good.
Needs to get a kill
what
for
a
it.
Terror.
It's the intro. Set up. Let's go ahead and shift back.
Left.
Where's the base of mid?
I don't know if they have the poison cloud for Damwon Kia. I think it got thrown out by Junghai. Yeah. I think he threw it out at the beginning of the round, so you have zero cover.
Start here onto Esperanza. Plant coming down. Dart barely not going to connect as Bazzi finds Esperanza crossing over. Intro in a similar spot. Doesn't want to try to peek through, but now he finds himself as the only one left. Reveals his position as Zuma says, oh, well, let me just place this wall real quick. Puts the wall up. And up Intro. He wants to end this right here, right now. Needs to kill 4. He's trying to spam through, has to go for the reload. The push comes in. And we will keep on going. Please, God, give me overtime.
It could very well happen. I mean, it almost feels like you gotta just like brute force your way into the next Viper's pit to try to win this. This is Damwon Kia. There just aren't any other options, especially when you got a Viper's pit over on A and the Tour de Force on B. Again, you don't have many abilities left to displace things. Just to get rid of that operator over on B, or you know, you have the Sova drone to get through the Viper's pit, and that's about it. Once that's utilized, you know, once that's gone, then it takes a little bit of luck, to be frank, to get through a Viper's pit, to just kind of run in there. I mean, we saw TS do it where he got into it right away, but when it's popped early round, you don't have that option.
Flash the buys here real quick. God Dead back with the operator. Sheriff's Guardian for Esperanza as Intro tries to find some value here with the Tour de Force. He's going to have to hard clear the angle, but King says nope. Shuts him down, but will get taken out of the end, so that is a rifle in all likelihood can be recovered. Shift around the side. They try to peek over at screens. Not going to be able to see too much as TS neatly tucked away right over Zhonghai's shoulder. Looked like that op shot maybe was going to connect, but narrowly miss it as Texture evens the odds. He wants this to be over. They don't have their support arriving yet. Simba still making his way over towards screens, but Goddead finds a nice shot.
Last player standing.
One down, the team to the side. Goddead has the peak. They keep it going. Money's still going to be there, though, for Damwon, so it's not like they've fully broken them yet. One more buy, but if they can take this to 10 rounds, and in all likelihood, they should be able to win it on the 11th. It'll come down to one final buy round from Damwon.
That's not ready.
Yeah. It's... I don't know what you can do here on the attacker side. It's so challenging without the Sage Wall to get your plants safely. To even get close to the plant sites. There's so much, you know, post-plant potential from both teams, but it's just a matter of getting there in the first place. And this toxic screen doesn't really, that the attacker sides, both sides have been using, doesn't really cut off much in terms of long range. Botsy sees like the whole team inside of there.
There's the Hunter's Fury, but here comes the arrival of Texture. Jumps up over the top, fantastic timing there. And Goddead just not in a position to try to answer back. Tries to get that flick, cannot do so, but Zimba manages to come up with 2. 3 to 3. Blades are out, but Texture waiting on the opposite side of the smoke.
The mid push.
Sets up for a potential win here now.
Gotta play mid.
As
I've
King
been saying it.
and
They
TS
finally did it.
try to
Boy,
make this
team
happen.
finally did it.
Spike planted.
Plant comes in. Empress not popped. XE just holding it. Kind of surprised that he's not burning it if they intend for this to be the final round. But wants it just in case, I suppose. Push from one, push from another. Can only get the spray down. This XE still going to be fully topped up. Starts rushing in. King makes his presence known. Knows that the pressure is mounting. He himself still just one away from having the Empress online. Can at least hold this to half. Here's the footsteps moving forward. Tries to get the spray, and Zhonghai shuts him out of it. It's unfortunate. We're not going to be able to get that.
GG. Damwon Kia, GG. Well, that's the end of this video. As always, please follow, please subscribe, watch the stream, and peace!